Ueno San.
Yes.
It's the fourth day of the wood class challenge.
Yes, we just finished.
Yes, we are relaxing next to a green tea
Yes.
in the hotel,
And
waiting. Yeah, we are now casual. That's okay. We are off duty.
okay.
You challenged 4 days long all the bartenders in one room, and you challenged a challenge which was named.
Which was classic, vintage, and twisted challenge.
Okay, what did the bartenders had to do?
Well, bartender is supposed to do is making 3 drinks in 15 minutes, which is one classic, one vintage, forgotten, one twisted from classic drink. What they should do is explain about history of a cocktail, or explain about the product also. And I would like to know why they pick the product, and why do you use this technique for this cocktail. This year it's a lot of people using cobbler shaker. It's like a creepy sugar.
I like the fact that you mentioned this. We have to talk about this in a minute.
It's like, everybody goes.
The first day I visited you in your room, and I saw 6 competitors, and I think 3 or 4 of them used cobbler shakers, and at least 3 tried to imitate the Japanese hard shake. One was doing it okay, and to be honest, I think we should be careful with mixing up the different.
Right.
That was my impression. They all did a great job. They are great bartenders, young bartenders, but I wouldn't copy a new trend immediately. I think it's also about finding your own style of bartending.
Well, yeah, it's only a tools.
Yeah, tools for fools.
You should know the detail.
Yeah.
Why do you use a cobbler? Why do you choose Boston?
Yeah.
How do you shake? How do you choose the ice?
Yeah.
Know what I mean?
So I give you an I did this before in the press conferences. They asked me the same, and I said, well, for me, the Japanese bartending, the most interesting aspect is the philosophy. And I remember one thing you told me, I don't know how long is ago, 4 years, 3 years, 2 years, I don't know, when do we met? I don't know.
3 years at least.
Maybe, yeah. I think in Paris, huh?
Paris.
Yeah. So what you told on stage, I don't know, at dinner, you was like, you bring the guests to the door and say goodbye.
Did I?
Did you say that?
Bring the guests?
No, when your guest is in your bar, customer, you guide them. When they leave, you guide them and bring them out, open the door and say goodbye.
You know?
No, but yes, I do. But okay, you break my 1, 2 again, 1, 2, check, retake. I want to do a joke. No, I do this also in the bar, but I think this is more important. I like the style because you told us in your speech to say it's maybe sometimes more important to be a good host and bring the people to the door and say goodbye, because this is what often not happens in a not so crowded bar in Europe.
All right.
And I like the example, but this is a different story. Okay, so we had all the competitors, and they had to do 3 drinks in 15. All drinks in 15 minutes.
Yeah, and talk about product, talk about cocktails, and even it's a classic drink, they can put their own essence into the drink.
Yeah.
Most of the classic drink doesn't have any garnish, doesn't have anything. But like when you use a lemon juice, you can put lemon twist as a nice way.
Yeah. I saw a few good cuts. Yeah, very interesting.
Small ways to make
we like the small, no?
Yeah. Because it's classic. So you don't need to put anything. No. But
how? So when people come to your room, they can get how many? 100?
Each challenge, the judge has 200 points.
And how is what on? So what are the single steps in the?
Technical taste, 3 different tastes, and overall.
Okay, in your room was technique, taste, and overall impression. What was the points? Overall 100
Which one?
maximum. The maximum.
Technically 20. No.
From 200? No, that's a little bit less.
20, 20, 20. 20.
So what's the names of the category? Technique?
Criteria.
Huh?
Criteria?
Yeah. For the how do you judge? You had different.
Yeah.
What were the? How do you judge the challenged people?
Technical,
Yes.
taste,
Yeah.
and overall.
And
We have 3 different cocktails.
okay. Okay, and each of them get it. Okay, taste. Yeah. So what was? I mean, you did it 4 days. You charged what? 32 bartenders, I think, or 34.
34.
Yeah. So what was your impression?
Well, in the last 3 years, our good bartenders is still outstanding good bartenders. But this year, outstanding bartenders growing, so numbers. So that's a good thing.
So is there an advice? I think many bartenders maybe look at this and say, "Hey, what would you as a judge look for? What you may sometimes miss? What you think a few people did wrong? Some short advices."
Well, I always give them some briefing before competition.
I saw that. Clean your table. I saw.
That's a basic thing.
Yeah.
I don't like the bartender wearing accessories. I just kind of disappointed. Some bartender just talk and make in a separate drink because it's only 3 drinks and 15 minutes. It's too easy. It's too long. Maybe they have 10 minutes. They have to make a cocktail with talking. But this time they're just talking and start making.
And what?
And start making.
Okay.
So bartender should make a drink with talking
Yes, I
at the
agree.
same time.
Yeah.
But some of them it's like a actor in the stage.
They overestimate the. We are actors, but
I expect them to treat me like a guest.
yeah.
I asked them, but some of them didn't change their styles and stuff. And most of them didn't mix the fresh juice, lemon juice, lime juice. If it's in a bottle, they just started making this. It's just a thick bottle in the bottom.
So you always see Japanese pouring it up in a carafe.
No, it doesn't need to, but it's in the bottom. At least you're shaking it. To mix it. So those kind of small ones. Most of them didn't do that. So
Yeah.
some part I didn't like it, but some of them was really, really, really good drinks.
Yeah.
So
So compared, do you see an improvement of
well,
in total? Or?
I'm judging different challenge, so it's not exactly the same thing, but the number of a good bartender increased. I kind of knew who is going to win my challenge last year. I don't calculate. I don't make a total. It's, it's just also for my fun. I didn't do it last year. I didn't do this year, so I don't know who is winning.
No, it's for sure you don't tell us. No, that's clear.
Really, because I didn't write down a number.
You didn't write down. No, okay. Yeah. But you have a feeling who was good.
Yeah, the number is good.
Yeah. When we,
Of course,
it's maybe a tricky
give a
question.
point.
34 people. What do you think? Could you say like 10 of them were awesome, or is it like 20 of them were awesome, or is it like? I think 20 is a little bit much. Huh? No, less. So it really divides a little bit. You have very experienced bartender. I see the sign, we don't show it. He just gave me a hand and showed how much. But what I thought, I talked to Thorsten Spoon from Germany, and would you agree on that it's interesting to join as many competitions as possible because you just need the experience?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Just get used to it.
Yeah, that's it. Get used to it. Huh?
I
Yeah.
do.
Okay.
I agree.
So, ladies and gentlemen, in front of your computers, PDAs, iPhones, whatever, make competitions as much as possible to join World Class next year. Ueno, we stay on our... I like that. I show you his cool bowling shirt. Look at this. Yep. Ueno San was a very cool judge, to be honest, because he never participated nightlife, but because he said as a judge you shouldn't drink, whatever, you should sleep,
Oh,
you
don't
should...
say that.
No, I don't say that. But you didn't say that this way. So you know what I mean. You're a judge. So, but what you said today is, let's celebrate, and we do.
Way back.